Virgo, there's something hidden in these final days before June 28th, a secret your soul came here to find, a divine treasure, not of gold, but of purpose, of power, of truth. But be warned, with this treasure, dark forces are rising, not to scare you, but to test you, to see if you'll fall into old patterns or finally rise. If you miss the signs, crisis may come before clarity, but if you decode what the universe is whispering, you unlock the moment your soul has been waiting lifetimes to reach. So listen carefully, because the countdown has already begun. June 28th, 2025. It's not just another date on the calendar, it's a portal, a cosmic checkpoint, and Virgo, it has your name written all over it. Why? Because your ruling planet, Mercury, is aligning in a way that only happens during powerful karmic windows. And this one? It's different. It's activated by solar energy and your earth element. That means grounded truth is merging with higher destiny. The result? An energetic frequency that opens a hidden path in your timeline. You may not see it yet, but your soul feels it. That strange restlessness, the feeling of being on edge or too still. It's because something deep inside you already knows something is about to change. Your thoughts might feel louder, your dreams more symbolic. You might even notice flashes of déjà vu or moments where time feels off. This is all part of the shift. Because Virgo, this portal isn't opening randomly, it's responding to you, to the choices you've made, to the energy you've carried for lifetimes. You see, this portal is about karmic inheritance, not just what you've earned in this life, but what your soul has stored across lifetimes. We're talking about ancient promises, spiritual contracts, gifts that were locked away until the stars aligned just right, and June 28th is that alignment. And here's what makes it even more powerful. It's not just about receiving something, it's about choosing to be ready. Because these riches, they're not just material, they come in the form of insight, clarity, a meeting with someone who changes your direction, a career moment that feels like fate, a realization that brings your entire life into focus. But only if you catch the signs in time. Have you been seeing repeating numbers lately? Like 7:28, 11:11, or waking up at 3:33 for no reason? Have you noticed the Virgo symbol showing up in random places? Books, clocks, dreams? Those aren't coincidences, they're codes, clues. The universe is trying to get your attention. Because this portal, it's only open for a short time, and if you walk through it, everything changes. But if you ignore it, you stay stuck in the same loop, same fears, same energy that's been blocking your higher path. So take a deep breath, feel into what's been pulling at your intuition lately, that inner whisper, that sudden urge to break free, to say no, to finally choose yourself. That's not anxiety, that's guidance. June 28th is calling you to remember why you're really here, to stop surviving and start aligning. So stay close, because in the next part, we'll reveal the exact form these mysterious blessings may take and what your soul must do to claim them. Virgo, everyone talks about riches, but what if I told you that the greatest treasures aren't always money? They're soul-coded blessings, encoded into your path long before you were born. And between now and June 28th, these blessings are starting to rise to the surface. They're not falling out of the sky randomly, they're responding to something deep inside you, your vibration, your healing, your willingness to let go of what no longer serves you. So what do these mysterious riches look like? A divine opportunity, one you didn't chase, but that finds you. A conversation that shifts your entire direction, a job offer, a creative idea, or a financial door that appears right when you were about to give up. A relationship that finally feels safe, aligned, or full of soul recognition. But here's the twist. These blessings won't look like flashing neon signs. They'll arrive quietly, in strange timings, in subtle feelings, in the whispers between your thoughts. So how do you know if your soul's treasure is near? Here are 3 real-world energetic signs Virgo souls are already experiencing. Sign number 1, a recurring symbol in your dreams. Maybe it's an old key, a doorway, a glowing number, or even a person with no face. But a powerful presence. Your subconscious is trying to communicate what your conscious mind can't yet see. These dreams are not random. They are activations. And for Virgo, a sign that your inner GPS is guiding you toward your treasure. If the same symbol shows up 3 times or more, don't dismiss it. Meditate on it. Ask, what are you showing me? Sign number 2, sudden detachment from people or patterns. Without warning, you may feel distant from people you once cared deeply for, or activities that used to bring joy now feel meaningless. You may even start craving more time alone. Less noise, less chaos, less input. This isn't you going cold. This is your energy field upgrading. When your vibration rises, the things that no longer match your frequency naturally fall away. It's not rejection, it's redirection. The universe is clearing the way, making space for the blessings you've prayed for. Sign number 3, a strong intuitive pull toward a place, project, or purpose. You may suddenly feel drawn to a city you've never visited, a spiritual practice you once ignored, a forgotten dream rising back to the surface, louder than ever before. This inner magnetism isn't logical, but it's powerful, because your soul already knows where your treasure is buried. It's just waiting for your yes. So Virgo, what happens when you do say yes? When you follow the signs instead of fighting them? When you stop trying to figure it all out and instead feel it out? A door opens. A new version of you steps forward, confident, certain, empowered. Life begins to feel like it's flowing again, not forced. You attract people who see you for who you really are, without masks, without fear, and perhaps most importantly, you stop surviving. You start living. Because these mysterious riches, they're not just rewards, they're reminders that your soul didn't come here to settle. It came here to shine. But Virgo, these gifts are only unlocked through alignment, not hustle, not control, not people-pleasing, not overthinking. Your key to unlocking these blessings lies in trusting your soul's inner compass. So ask yourself, what is pulling me right now? What is trying to leave my life? What is whispering to me again and again in silence? Because chances are that's where your treasure is buried, and Virgo, you've never been closer to finding it. Stay tuned. In the next section, we'll expose the 3 dark forces that will try to pull you off your path before June 28th. Because wherever there is light, there are shadows trying to block it. Virgo, what's rising against you right now is not just metaphor. It's not your imagination. It's not coincidence. There are real, energetic forces designed to hijack your breakthrough. And the closer you get to your soul treasure before June 28th, the louder these forces become. They are karmic patterns, old contracts, dark echoes from the past, and some of them wear very familiar faces. Let's be clear. Not all attacks come from the outside. Some of them come from inside your own mind. Let's break it down. The first sign, toxic people. Suddenly return right when you're about to evolve. Here comes the ex, the fake friend, the family member who's always doubted you, the one who knows exactly how to push your buttons. They'll say they've changed, or maybe they'll try to guilt you. Why are you acting different? Remember when we used to? Don't forget who was there when... But Virgo, hear this. They're not coming back because they've grown. They're coming back because your light is growing. And that scares the shadows that still live in them. You are the mirror. And when your vibration rises, they'll either rise with you or try to pull you back. The second sign, distorted energies in your sleep and dreams. Ever woken up at 2:22? But instead of peace, you felt fear, suddenly dreaming of being chased, of falling, of being watched. That's not random, that's interference. sleep paralysis, unsettling dreams. Interrupted rest? These are classic signs of spiritual disruption. Why now? Because when your soul is unlocking light codes during the dream state, these hijackers try to slip in, to block the downloads, to keep you tired, confused, vulnerable. They don't want you waking up rested, because a tired Virgo is easier to distract and harder to activate. The third sign, the whispering voice of self-doubt. This is the sneakiest one. It sounds like your own voice, but it's not your truth. I'm not ready. I probably made it all up. Who am I to think I'm special? I'll just wait, maybe later. No, Virgo, not later. Now this isn't intuition, this is programming. It's the karmic virus planted in your mind from lifetimes of being told to shrink, to doubt yourself, to stay quiet, to delay your rise. And the closer you get to breaking free, the louder that voice will become. But here's what these dark forces don't want you to realize. You've already outgrown them. They're using your old fears against your new power, because that's the only thing they can still access. The trick they use, urgency and distraction. They'll try to make everything feel like a crisis. Suddenly, everyone needs your attention. Drama erupts. You feel the need to fix, to rescue, to explain. But guess what? That's the trap. It keeps you looking outward, so you don't look inward, where your true power is activating. You'll notice your habits start slipping. Procrastination, mindless scrolling, binge eating, oversleeping, or skipping the very practices that center your energy. Virgo, these aren't just coincidences, they're designed disruptions, because when you're distracted, you miss the moment, you miss the sign, you miss the opening. So what do? First, recognize the pattern. The moment you see it for what it is, it begins to lose its grip. Second, get still. Silence breaks the spell. When urgency rises, breathe, pause, refuse to react. This disarms the energy. Third, protect your rituals. This week, your meditation, your journaling, your walks in nature. They aren't optional. They're your shield. And finally, say this out loud, right now. I reject all energy that is not mine. I return to my soul. I choose the path of light. Because Virgo, these dark forces don't fear your past, they fear your future. They know if you pass through this portal, you become untouchable. So the question is, will you let them win? Or will you rise anyway? In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to decode the signs from your guides and protect your energy so nothing can stop what's meant for you. Virgo. From June 19th to 28th, the energy around you isn't neutral. It's charged with light, with testing, with messages. That means you need to stay spiritually grounded like never before, because the signs are everywhere. But without clarity, you'll miss them, or worse, you'll misread them. So let's anchor you in truth. Let's give your soul a shield. Here are the exact practices, rituals and signs to watch for, so nothing knocks you off course. Morning rituals, Virgo's soul armor. You don't start your day by scrolling, you start by claiming your energy. Every morning between now and June 28th, do this. Step 1. Speak your boundary. Out loud before checking your phone. Before absorbing anyone else's energy. Say something simple and powerful like, I call all of my energy back to me. Only what serves my higher soul timeline is allowed in my field today. This single act, speaking truth, creates a boundary your aura recognizes. It reminds your body that you're in command of your energy, not the world. Step 2. Light a white candle or burn a bay leaf. These aren't just rituals, they're energetic resets. A white candle symbolizes purification. It signals your guides, I'm ready. Show me the truth. Light it for 5 minutes while breathing deeply and visualizing golden light surrounding you. Burning a bay leaf safely is an ancient Virgo-aligned tool. Write down a fear or distraction on the leaf, then burn it. It's a symbolic message to the universe. I release interference. I return to clarity. Step 3. Avoid these 3 energy leaks. These may seem small, but they're massive drains on your spiritual clarity. Gossip, even harmless talk, lowers your frequency. Stay silent instead. Listen more. Observe. Digital clutter. Too many tabs. Too many voices. Start your day with silence, nature sounds, or a single intention, not chaos. Overscheduling. Busyness is the enemy of breakthrough. Make space. Your soul messages need room to land. How to read the signs from your guides. Virgo, the signs you're looking for, they don't scream, they whisper. You have to slow down enough to hear them. Here's how they usually come. Repeating numbers 111 equals new beginnings. Your thoughts are powerful. 444 equals protection. You're being guided even if you feel alone. 728 or 822 equals specific to your timeline. Watch what happens when you see it. Whenever numbers repeat, pause. Ask yourself, what was I just thinking, feeling, avoiding? That's the message. Animals, birds, or insects in unusual patterns. If you keep seeing the same bird, spider, or butterfly, pay attention. These messengers are ancient, and they show up right before a shift. For Virgo, pay special attention to owls, hidden wisdom coming; bees, divine productivity; snakes, transformation and release; old memories resurfacing. You may start remembering things you haven't thought of in years. A conversation, a heartbreak, a moment from childhood. This is your soul's way of saying, here's where the wound began, now let's heal it. Don't run from these memories, sit with them, journal. Ask, what part of me was lost there, and how can I bring it back now? Signs your energy is under attack. Sometimes the message is not what shows up, but what breaks down. If you're under energetic interference, your body will speak up. Sudden fatigue after being around someone, headaches when doing spiritual work, random clumsiness or tech glitches, tightness in your chest or gut during a harmless conversation. These are red flags. Your nervous system is more intuitive than your logic. If your body says, this doesn't feel right, trust it. Step back, cleanse, reset. Final protection. Mantra. If you're ever in doubt, say this aloud. I trust the signs sent to me. I release what is false. I walk the path my soul remembers. Because Virgo, you don't need to force anything. You just need to feel the right thing. And when you do, nothing can block what's meant for you. In the next part, we'll reveal exactly what will unlock in your life if you pass this energetic test and walk through the June 28th portal. Because what's waiting on the other side is something you were born to remember. Virgo, you've done the inner work, you've endured the tests, you've faced the shadows, and now you're approaching something most people never reach in a single lifetime. Your soul's unlocking if, and only if, you stay aligned until June 28th. Here's what starts to shift in your life. A destiny door opens. Suddenly, something that felt blocked opens. It's not forced, it's not begged for, it just happens. That job, that move, that opportunity, that divine call, it lands in your path like it was waiting for this very version of you. Because it was. And it only opens when your frequency matches the future your soul already knows is yours. A soul agreement completes. Some of you have carried emotional weight for years, maybe lifetimes, relationships that were contracts, pain that was karmic. But the moment you say yes to your highest self, some of those soul agreements expire. That means you stop attracting the same types of painful patterns. You finally forgive what used to haunt you. You feel free, not just externally, but in your bones. This is the end of a chapter, but more importantly, it's the beginning of who you really came here to be. The right person arrives or awakens. For some Virgos, June 28th marks the meeting of two soul paths. This could be romantic, Or it could be a guide, mentor, friend, or collaborator. Someone whose energy is already coded into your destiny. And now, they're being magnetized to you. If you're already in a connection, and it's real, it deepens. If it's false, it ends, and quickly. Because soul-aligned timing makes space only for what's true. Watch for someone who seems familiar, even if you just met. This isn't chance, this is divine realignment. Financial clarity or life purpose. Awakens money might not fall from the sky, but what happens is even better. You gain clarity. Suddenly, you understand where your energy wants to go, what your next move should be, how to get paid for being your full self. Maybe it's a business idea, maybe it's an old skill reawakening, maybe it's the courage to walk away from what's draining you. But Virgo, when you walk through this portal, you start making decisions from alignment, not anxiety. And when that happens, your abundance becomes unstoppable, because it's not about chasing, it's about receiving. You finally feel seen by the universe. Again, let's be real. You've had seasons where you felt invisible, unappreciated, unheard, misunderstood. But this portal changes that. You'll start noticing synchronicities speeding up. Little coincidences that aren't coincidences at all. Messages in songs, repeating numbers, dreams that feel like prophecies. And more than anything, you'll feel like the universe is finally looking you in the eye and saying, I see you now, and I've never left you. That moment changes everything. Your overthinking fades, replaced by soul certainty. This is huge for Virgo. Your mind is brilliant, but sometimes it loops, overthinks, doubts, second guesses. But after June 28th, if you've passed the test, that mental fog lifts. Why? Because your soul finally becomes louder than your fear. And when your soul leads, everything simplifies. You'll notice you no longer need everyone's opinion. You won't feel the urge to fix everyone's mess. You'll just know, this is mine, that is not. This is my yes, that is my number. That's not ego, that's spiritual clarity. And Virgo, you deserve to live like that. Clear, confident, connected. So what's the key? Stay in your alignment. Don't chase, don't force, don't spiral. Breathe, trust the timing, do your rituals, follow the signs, say no to what drains you, say yes to what feels like light, because if you do, the universe responds immediately, and everything you thought you had to wait 5 more years for could start landing this month. So Virgo, let's walk through that gate. Let's leave behind the doubt. Let's rise into the life you were meant to live all along. Because what's waiting for you on the other side is not just a better version of life, it's the version your soul has always known is yours. In the final part, we'll speak to that deep part of you, the part that came to Earth knowing this moment would come. Don't miss it. Virgo! You weren't born to live in fear. You weren't made to stay small, silent, or stuck. You came here with codes, with clarity, with a mission written in the stars. And this, right now, is your moment of remembrance. This year, you're not meant to repeat old pain. You're meant to recognize the signs, to rise above the distractions, to walk boldly into the timeline your soul has always known. Yes, the blessings are real. The breakthroughs are close, but so are the shadows. So you have to choose. Will you keep dimming your light for comfort? Or will you finally step into the fire of transformation? Say no to what drains you. Say no to the lies, the noise, the doubt. Say yes to the messages, yes to the guidance, yes to your divine inheritance. Because if you do, this portal won't just change your week. It won't just shift your season. It will rebirth your destiny. You're not late. You're right on time. And your soul has waited lifetimes for this exact moment. It's time, Virgo. Step into the light.